Hey, what's happening, Madden fam? It is Monster Chappie back today for another gameplay, and this one's actually going to be a double header. This is round 2 and round 3 versus Potato as promised, and you're definitely going to want to keep your eyes on the screen. This first game is absolutely crazy. Look at that dot, man. He just sneaks that ball in there right past the user defender. I try to get there myself, but hey, you know, sometimes you need a little bit faster defender, or you need to react a little bit quicker on the look at this foolishness, man. Oh man, I don't know how many times that's happened to me, but there is like once in a while when I'm running a run play, like he just will not hand the ball off. Definitely not the first time it's happened, probably won't be the last time. Hopefully that's something that doesn't happen anymore in the future, but hey, it is what it is. But that warped tackling right now is probably one of my biggest issues with Madden 15. If you guys don't know, if you basically use the conservative tackle, it, you know, pretty much just warps the defender towards the runner, or it slows the runner down. Either way, and oh my gosh, I get smacked. I get my cookies taken. And this is not the way you want to start a wager match by any means. We're down 17-0 at this point, guys. And I mean, at this point, I'm just like, screw it. I took out Jamal Charles. He had been fumbling for me for a while. And I just decided, hey, we're going to go a different route. We're going to go ahead and put Murray in. And look at this. Yet again, he does not hand the ball off. So, oh man, we're in a bad situation right now. So 4th and 18, we're trying to make something happen, and we don't. 17-0, his ball, but Patrick Peterson is here to get this interception. And the reason I had some of these cards was, again, this was during a tournament. Some people helped me out, hooked me up with a couple cards to participate in the tournament. My team is a whole lot different than it is right now, so I will definitely update you on that. Now, as I recently said, you guys are going to definitely want to be on the auction block right now trying to buy cards, because, again, it's right now is a great time for buying. I actually went ahead and got a Josh Cribbs yesterday for about 55K or so, putting together that all-time Raider team, doing the best that we can to make that team as strong as possible. But right there, we're able to actually stop him. Oh, my goodness, like, you got to be kidding me right here. I mean, Madden. How many fumbles can you lose in a game? Apparently a lot. And right here, Patrick Peterson gets another interception and puts us in position again to be in a spot where we can actually put ourselves up in this game if we're able to get a touchdown, get a nice little lead, and actually force him to get some offensive touchdowns. So we got to avoid turning the ball over. We got to avoid making those costly mistakes. And we almost throw another pick right there. That probably should have been a pick. That should have been a pick as well. 4th and 13. What are you going to do? We're going to lob it over the top. And look at this, man. Keenan Allen coming down with yet another huge play for us and getting us a major, major changing point in this ball game. And right there, oh my gosh, I'm so sick about that pass being completed right there on 4th down. But that's going to happen sometimes. Now, one thing a lot of people do is they roll outside and they suck down those flat zones. And they just pretty much throw corner routes, they throw out routes, they throw drags, whatever it is. They just got something on the sideline. And if you run a cover 3, they pretty much just roll out, get your zone defender to suck down towards the quarterback, and then they just deliver a nice little pass for a decent pickup. So to avoid that, guys, you're definitely going to want to utilize contains. And I know some people say contains suck, but the key is to just make sure the contains get one-on-one. And that's a quick pro tip for you guys. I mean, it sounds super, super simple, but if applied effectively, it's actually a very elite tip, low-key. But needless to say, take advantage of that, take advantage of those contains, and make sure they get one-on-one. Otherwise, they will be pretty much useless if they're double-teamed on the outside. Now, that's something I've been working on a lot, and you can utilize this using a 3-4 or 4-3. Just make sure to get the one-on-one. 4-3 seems to be a little bit easier to keep the QBs inside because it's pretty much just the DNs that are going to do the job. But when you're in a 3-4, you're going to need a linebacker blitzing as well to get that one-on-one. So you're going to have to rush at least 4 to get one-on-one on the outsides. And it's probably going to have to be an outside linebacker and a defensive end on the opposite side, respectively speaking. But that's enough for that. My man Luke Kuechly with such a clutch interception right here. That's going to be able to put us in a position to run the rest of the clock out. And DeMarco Murray, he gone. We're going to go down right there and we're going to go ahead and, nail out the rest of this clock and get the W. But that was such a clutch comeback win right there, man. Feeling so hyped. So this is round 3. All 3 games again were for 10K. I posted the one yesterday on Thanksgiving. And speaking of Thanksgiving, I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves, enjoyed your time with your family, had some fun, and enjoyed a lot of food. And this brings me to one thing I wanted to talk about was that freaking Black Friday foolishness, man. AKA Black Thursday now. Like, what is going on? When did Thanksgiving become Black Thursday? Like, how is it appropriate for these stores to open up at 6 p.m.? I refuse to shop before midnight. I still haven't went out shopping, but still, these stores are getting just ridiculously out of control with their greed for money, trying to get more and more and more sales. And these employees are having to go start working at 4 p.m. on Thanksgiving Day. And you just gotta be kidding me, man. My sisters are working, my cousins are working. I got a bunch of people working, they're younger as well. So pretty much us that are being punished for this, and it's just very unfortunate. So I will not support any shopping before midnight on Black Friday because, I just feel like it's wrong for those corporations and companies to do that. I mean, I understand they're after profit, but there's got to be a line drawn at some point. For me, as a consumer, that's the most I can do is just not go out and shop until Black Friday actually hits. That's the best thing I think everyone can do. If everybody did it, these companies would not open up early enough, but unfortunately, there's still lines for people trying to get those big discounts. However, it is what it is. That's another topic for another day. So, the next thing I wanted to mention on and speak on briefly was the matchups from yesterday, man. I mean, the matchups were perfect. You got the Cowboys and the Eagles. You've got the Niners and the Seahawks. You've got the Bears and the Lions. And you just got 3 pretty bad games yesterday as far as competitiveness goes. I mean, 3 teams looked really good. The Seahawks are starting to look like they're getting in that playoff Super Bowl type form. The Eagles offense looked good, and as many jokes as you can crack about the butt fumble and Sanchez, he played a darn good football game yesterday, and the Eagles overall just looked very impressive offensively. And the Lions that was the best game of the day to me, and they had a decent little comeback, but once they got that lead, they really just put their foot on the throat and just did not let off the gas. So they did a really good job of coming back in that game from an early little deficit and then just capitalizing offensively. And, that defensive line has been playing really well as well. And, those 3 teams looked really good. And the other 3 teams, just not so much. So, I mean, it really wasn't that entertaining to watch. But, all in all, though, still had a great time. Had a lot of good food and all that good stuff. So I hope you guys were able to do that as well. And again, until the next time, it's your boy Monster Chappie. I hope y'all enjoyed the gameplay. And if you did, drop a like. Peace out. We gone.